Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 4,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 110 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
What's up, y'all? It's Jeff Cobb, and you're listening to Ricky and Clive Wrestling Show on Social Suplex Podcast Network.
You're listening to the Ricky and Clive Wrestling Show. Listener discretion is advised at all times.
Hello and thank you once again for downloading and listening to another episode of the Ricky and Clive Wrestling Show, part of the Social Suplex Podcast Network. We are coming to you from many different corners of the globe this week in a return of the Quiztime Invitational. This is round 1, match 3, and it is a Lords of Pain special. So first of all, my guest, as my host as always, is Ricky. Good evening, Ricky.
Good evening. We're coming from 2 spots around the world, not many, just 2.
That's true. It depends if you fold up the map a wee bit more, but anyway. One who is closer to us and friend of the show, and I am also a friend of his podcast. It's Perfect 10 Wrestling's Implications. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You're going to be sick of my voice by the end of tonight.
And another Lords of Pain superstar, main page writer, column writer, Sir Sam. Good evening, good morning, all the way from Australia.
Good evening, gents. Firstly, though, Clive, I will correct you. You said globe. Now, the Earth is actually a terrestrial disc floating on a plane with a globe above it, surrounded by an ice wall that stretches onto infinity.
I thought you were going to say the Terry Pratchett one.
I thought you were going to say that the world it was flat.
Well,
it is. It's a disc. It's a flat disc floating on a terrestrial plane with an ice ring around it. You said a globe, and it's my. You may think that I'm a wrestling writer, but it's actually my life's work to correct people on this misconception that the world is in fact a globe.
Watching those YouTube videos taking the piss out of that Earth.
In the comment section. This is right here on the Ricky and Clive Conspiracy Show. So, before we start, just a wee reminder for one and all to go over to powerslam.tv and put in the promo code Social Suplex, all one word, capital letters, and you can get over 4,000 hours of independent wrestling from around the flat disc with the ice ring around it. You can stream it on your whatever device you have, so make sure you do that. Now, we're here for some quiz time. So, would you like a rendition before we start of the also infamous jingle?
Oh, absolutely, Clive.
Yes.
It's fucking quiz time with Ricky and Clive and Lords of Pain. A fucking WWE and some of NJPW quiz.
Fucking nailed it.
Brilliant. Now, I will warn you, I grew up in a generation of Australians who basically just accept victory over the English as a foregone conclusion. Been reviewing highlights of Steve Waugh, Glenn McGrath. I even picked up the time when we beat you in the soccer, and we call it soccer because we beat you at it. So we get to name it, not you. I'm coming here not just to fight for myself, but for my country.
I've
done none of that, Sam. I've just turned up.
You can always have some penal colony jokes in there if you want, just to get your own back.
In due time, I'll save it.
Right, okay, so will we get things started, Ricky?
Yep.
The
Who's
first. What's that?
Who's first?
We'll do it's the chosen subjects one, so basically each competitor has chosen a subject beforehand, and Ricky and I have compiled a list of 5 questions each. It's not a buzzer round, so they don't get to buzz in and steal the point. What we'll do is, Imp, if you can give me a number between 1 and 10, on you go.
10.
And Sam?
6.
Oh, it was 7. So Sam goes first, I'm afraid, Imp.
I think that's probably good.
He's got the early advantage. So,
Big advantage.
Sir Sam, I have the first question. Are you ready?
I am. Now, wasn't Rance also the Shield? I just listened to the other quiz.
He was.
He was, yes. I think he got 3 out of 5. So, look, he said some things beforehand. I'll be happy if I beat him. That'll be a win for me if I can get more than 3 out of 5. He declared himself an expert and then got 3 out of 5. So we'll see how we go.
Yep. Right, question number 1. What is significant about each Shield member's first time winning the WWE title?
I'm going to guess it's to do with them pinning another member of the Shield. So Roman Reigns pinned Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins pinned Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose pinned Seth Rollins.
Straight out the bat with a point there, Sam. Well done.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Question number 2.
There's probably a lot about them, but that's pretty significant. That's really cool. That's a really cool part of the stable.
It's good, yeah.
The stable's history and lore.
Question number 2. When did Roman first get pinned on the main roster as a member of the Shield?
Oh. Oh, man. I'm going to have to hazard a guess here. Because you've said it was as a member of the Shield.
Well, whether it was a singles match, a tag match, or whatever, where was the first time he was pinned on the main roster?
I'm torn between 2 tag matches. I'm torn between the Wyatts and the Shield, and the Rhodes brothers and the Shield. I'll others in the Shield.
That is incorrect. Remember, they had the 11 versus 3 tag team match on Raw.
Oh yes. Oh, I reviewed that for my Yes series.
Question number 3. This is another interesting fact for the Shield lore. What was the only televised match in 2015 and 2016? If this needs fact checked after the fact, then fair enough. So the only match in 2015 and 16 to not feature a member of the Shield. So that includes TV and pay-per-views, not house shows.
Wait, what?
WWE title match, you meant to say?
Oh, WWE title match. You said what the match was the only televised match. I know they're the workhorses that run this business, but I don't think they're quite that active.
Let me just update my Google Docs.
Let's think. Okay. So the start of the year wasn't 2015. It's not 2015. 2016.
See the cogs working?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm just trying to think through who were when people were champions and the timelines. Oh, could have been Elimination Chamber 2015. to have Elimination Chamber in 2015? Before? No, that was the year they had that. That was because what was between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania in 2015? Oh goodness, because the Elimination Chamber in 2015 was Dean versus Seth, and
that was later on.
Also, the one that features the intercontinental cage match that
oh god,
Elimination Chamber match where they popped one of the pods open early. I think that it is. Oh wait, 2016. 2016 could be AJ Styles as well.
It's wonderful watching your brain work here.
It's hard. Yeah, because AJ was always against. Hold on. Is it AJ Styles versus You know what? I think it might be. Is it AJ Styles versus James Ellsworth?
It is. You got it. It was on the 18th of October edition of SmackDown Live.
That's incredible. So for
we were so proud of that question.
I know. We love that question.
Sat on the train home from work and we were hugging. This is a great question.
That is a gold piece of trivia. That's fantastic. What an amazing stretch between 2015 and the people who don't like the Shield. I understand why they don't give the Shield the time of day given that sort of stat. Like, if you didn't like one of those three, you're out of it for a little while.
Exactly.
Alright, question number 4. At which pay-per-view and year did the Shield win the US title and the tag team titles?
2014. It's the pay-per-view after WrestleMania. Oh, I can't remember the name. I know that Dean Ambrose won it off Kofi Kingston, and Roman and Seth won it off Team Hell No. But I don't know what the name. I can't remember the name of the pay-per-view. Backlash?
It was Extreme Rules 2013.
They sometimes have Backlash, sometimes have Extreme Rules. Is that the one after WrestleMania?
Yep, May 19.
So close. Oh well.
So you need to get this question right to at least match rants. So number 5.
This is going to be out of City or something, isn't it? I'll be...
Number 5. At what event and match outcome resulted? Right, I'll read that again. At what event and match outcome resulted in all 3 members of the Shield finally becoming Grand Slam champions?
All 3 of them.
So,
okay.
2 of them were already Grand Slam champions.
Yep. Got Seth Rollins becoming... seems too obvious. I remember you because I listened to Rance's one last night because it's taped on delay, and the last question was really difficult. And I'm trying to see if you've given me some sort of a trick question here, but I'm fairly certain it's just WrestleMania 34 when Seth won the IC title.
Yes, correct. I can confirm you're equally as knowledgeable about the Shield as Rance. So,
Rance, if we don't get through to the finals against one another and have an all Shield quiz, we'll have to make it up sometime. Hit me up in the DMs. We can find out who the real Lore Master is. Although then again, probably Samuel Plan or Mav from Lords of Pain would get 5 out of 5. So.
Probably. I mean, they wouldn't have to look up Wikipedia or anything to get their questions.
We would need to give them like the most obscure random questions, like at what house show in town did this happen at?
I was worried you were going to give me FCW questions or pre WWE questions when they were in their indies. So
no, they're not that hard yet.
They're the things I studied up on.
So, Imp, are you ready to rumble? See what I did there?
One. That's the first one.
That might be my joke for the night, we'll see.
My idea here was pick a topic, because I have like no free time. My idea was pick a topic where I have to do no research, and hopefully I'll get something right. So, fingers crossed, you're not going to ask me who entered number 1 and 2 in like the 91 Rumble. Something like that.
Okay, editing the Google Doc now. Right, Ricky, you're up first.
I'm kind of gutted there because I thought Imp chose this because it was like his favourite match, and I thought, well,
yeah, it is.
Now me and Imp have something in common.
It's my favourite match, so hopefully I don't need that much research.
Right, here we go. Question number 1. Which out of these 3 wrestlers, who has not won the Royal Rumble? Big John Studd, Ric Flair, or the Ultimate Warrior?
Ultimate Warrior.
Correct.
Oh, nice and easy.
Question number 2. Who were the first 2 entrants in the Women's Royal Rumble 2018?
Becky Lynch and... Oh, is it her? Oh.
Is it her?
I think it's her. I'm not sure about it now. You asked me under no pressure and I'd do it instantly, but I'm second guessing myself. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
It was the Becky Lynch one I couldn't remember when I was researching it.
It's the when you're watching a quiz show on the thing, and it's like, this is so obvious, why are you stuttering?
Uh-huh.
In 1999, who were the final 4 participants?
Oh, I hate that Rumble.
That's a rough one.
So, in the columns forum, I was taking part in the worst Rumble matches in history, and this one made it to the finals. There's a lot of people that don't like this one. So I had to watch it recently for that column, but it was in the middle of watching bushwhacker matches and things like that.
Oh dear.
So, final 4 in that Rumble. I was trying to remember when the bollocks ensues and kind of stops. Right. So, China. I think China was number 30 in that one.
Sorry, not the last 4 entrants, so the last 4 remaining in the Rumble.
Oh, that's 4 remaining. Oh, that's completely different.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So I was going even more in depth. Right, so that'll be Steve Austin, Vince McMahon. Oh, then I'm lost. Who did he eliminate? Oh. Steve Austin eliminated someone, and then Vince eliminated him. Who that someone was? It's completely lost on me. Let's go with... let's go with... Flippin'. Oh, I don't want to say a name because it's going to be wrong. Flippin'.
Good.
Oh, this is horrible. The bollocks with Kane happened first, before the Final 4, so it's not him. China was eliminated really quickly, so it was not her. Oh, I want to say a blonde lad like Test, but I feel like he was eliminated earlier as well, because of the bollocks in the bathroom. That's phrasing.
If you didn't know what we're talking about...
Oh, I've got no idea. Oh. Beckett. Bloody... China.
And
I swear to God, there's a blonde lad. Which there were so many. There were so many
with long hair.
There's like 20 at that time. It could have been any of them. I mean, I said him earlier. No, I don't want to say it. Kane. Let's say they did the angle then. Kane. I don't know who it is.
It was Vince and Steve Austin, as you said. The blonde one you were thinking was Owen Hart. But Owen Hart was eliminated by Austin. and he was in the final 5, and the other 2 were D'Lo Brown and the Big Boss Man.
Oh, so no wonder I couldn't remember them.
Because it wasn't a blonde lad.
Yeah, neither. Yeah. Oh, damn it, D'Lo.
Right, number 4. Who was the first wrestler to become the first person to enter a Royal Rumble while still in possession of a Money in the Bank briefcase?
Ooh. Edge cashed it in. Well, Van Damme cashed it in. Oh, Mr. Kennedy lost it. Edge cashed it in. CM Punk cashed it in. CM Punk cashed it in.
Sounds like you should have picked Money in the Bank for your chosen song.
I thought it'd be great for the theme. Who was after Punk? Oh, that was Jack flipping Swagger, wasn't him.
And you have to name the 8 jobbers that were in the match in, like 2011.
But that's my favourite one though. It can't be this blatant. Is it Dolph Ziggler?
It's the blonde lad, yes.
Yes, got it. Screw you, Sam.
Hey, Clive, I'm going to go with number 6
instead of 5.
Disregard 5. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Name the only wrestler who has entered the Royal Rumble as world champion.
The only wrestler who's entered it as world champion.
Yep.
And ECW doesn't count.
Like WWE, World Heavyweight, Universal, any kind of variation of that one.
The main event.
Well, Roman Reigns was the only one to defend it in the match. Could it be as blatant as him? I want to say it's as blatant as that. Unless there's champions don't enter it, why would they be in it? You're making me second guess myself. It feels like it's so blatant. Yeah, Roman Reigns.
Correct.
Thank God.
I was thinking with that one, it'd be just like Hulk Hogan to be champion and win in the 80s.
That was some stream of consciousness there from Sam. Imp, sorry. It helps with the dead air, so keep it going.
But other one that I was going to ask instead was going to be who were the final two at the 2008 Royal Rumble.
Oh, that was Triple H and Cena.
So I felt the Roman one was a little less obvious.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm ready for the Money in the Bank questions when they're up next.
I know. That'll be if you get through to the next round, just pick Money in the Bank and you'll be sorted. Right, round 2 is the Who Am I? So, the rules for this one are, we have 10 wrestlers, each wrestler has 3 clues. If you get the clue right, if you get the wrestler right after 1 clue, it's 3 points, after 2 clues, it's 2 points, and after 3 clues, it's 1 point. This is the first of the buzzer rounds, so, Imp, since you're in the lead, what is your buzzer for the evening?
I might as well use the one I've used before on this show.
Hacksaw.
So, I was trying to do a massive intro for it. It's the ho. I've got no gravel left in my voice.
That's all right.
Is that Jim Duggan?
Yes, meant to be Jim Duggan.
Okay, Sam.
I'll go with Seth Rollins. Burn it down.
Okie doke.
My new guy now that Dean Ambrose
Yeah,
is dealing.
he's the one that's left.
Departed the universe.
It's a work.
He'll be back in.
Still hanging on for that.
I need to. I have to.
Back.
I have to.
Back in 3 years' time. Man,
That was all a work.
This one out.
There'll be a Viceland documentary about it.
CM Punk's still at work. CM Punk's at work. He'll be back.
Right.
Oh no, he's too busy wrestling on the indies now.
It's part of the story, man. All this UFC thing, it's all part of the story.
As is a lawsuit, everything else.
Right, so round 2, number 1. I am a one-time New Japan Never champion. If anyone wants to stab a guess, go for it, or I can move on to clue.
Everyone's held that title.
There's multiple.
Right, okay. In 2018, I suffered a loss to Hangman Page to stop me advancing to the G1 finals.
Oh. No, I'm out of breath. Sam's looking distant.
I'm thinking, who are the people that Hangman Page beat?
He had a good run. He beat quite a few people.
Yeah.
Will I move on?
Oh, I'm going to take a stab.
Imp.
Oh, I think the stab. Oh, screw it. Tetsuya Naito.
Incorrect.
Ah.
Clue number 3. At the New Beginning in Sapporo 2017, I unsuccessfully challenged Okada for the heavyweight title.
Burn it down. Minoru Suzuki.
Correct.
That time.
I was thinking that because I was thinking he was the only person that I could remember that Adam Page beat.
I've just remembered Page was not in Naito's block, so that's irritating. They never faced each other.
Right, Ricky.
There we go. Number 2. I am a former 205 wrestler. Should I just move on?
Hideo Itami.
That's incorrect.
Wonder.
Clue number 2. I am now on the SmackDown roster.
Oh, Mustafa Ali.
Steady on. Do you get multiple goes?
Ricky.
All out. Go for it.
What was that?
50% chance he's right.
Is he right,
What was
Ricky?
the question, sorry? What? No. Incorrect. I am a former...
Burn it down.
Yep.
I want the 2 point. Buddy Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's not.
Right, number 3. My last stint with WWF ended in May 2000.
Made. Oh.
Imp.
Could it be the British Bulldog?
Oh, 3 points.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Oh. Gene's Bulldog, that was. Oh.
Gene's Bulldog, that's right. With the worst accent I've ever heard in my life.
Right. Number 4. I am a former 2-time TNA Impact, whatever the fuck else have been called, heavyweight champion. I think they were TNA at the time.
2-time. Was it did you say the TNA championship?
Yes. Yep.
AJ Styles.
It's incorrect.
He's more than 2.
I don't know. I don't watch that crap.
No one does.
I watched that
Sorry,
crap.
Caleb.
I watched it like every week just for WWE for a while. So,
To be fair, I've heard they do good stuff.
I guess if it's recent, it could be EC3.
It's incorrect.
Oh, it's not EC3.
I mean, like 12, 13 years ago, TNA was amazing.
Yeah, that's when I watched it. But like,
So good. Now, clue number 2. I am a former United States champion.
Well, crap.
Burn it down.
Yep.
Bobby Lashley.
Nope.
Oh.
He's ruled out Samoa Joe as well because he's got it now. He's not a former. Oh, former United States.
Yep.
I can't even think. Oh,
I think I know who it is. Oh well, I've used my second guess. I guess.
Was he a former US champ before TNA or after it? Can you give that much?
That's a lot. That's an extra clue, perhaps.
That's a bit too much.
I mean, the third clue is going to give it away, so I would advise you both to get on
Give
the
it a go.
buzzers real quick.
Think of a TNA champion and a former US state.
The third clue you can just
Matt Hardy.
disregard the first two clues because the third one's quite
Right.
blatantly obvious. Right, here we
Right,
go.
so I'll be a cheeky bastard before you jump in. Oh. I'm going to say he was US champion in WCW and go for Sting.
It's incorrect.
Ah.
Burn it down. Is it Matt Hardy?
It's incorrect.
So many.
Right, here we go. Go on your buzzers. I am a former winner of the Money in the Bank contract, but never cashed in.
Burn it down. Mr.
yes.
Kennedy. Or should I say Anderson?
What happened to your Money in the Bank knowledge there?
It just, I completely forgot.
He was mentioned earlier on the show as well.
You
Kennedy.
even brought him up, Imp.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was just like, well, Damien Sandow never won the championship.
Oh dear. Right, number 5. My first ever WWE on-screen romance, and when I was in NXT Redemption, was with Hornswoggle.
Oh,
Imp.
is it Summer Rae?
Incorrect.
Oh, who remembers that? I mean, there can only be one. Like,
There can only be one. Clue number 2 then. My finishing move was called the Black Widow, and that was a submission.
oh. Oh.
See if
Well,
what's that?
Still on the first one, and would they have had Becky Lynch in a full Irish gimmick have a romance with a Hornswoggle? Mickey's face. Oh, I hope not, but Becky Lynch.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Sam, do you want to have a shot?
Oh. No, no.
Okay.
Racking my brains, cannot remember.
Clue number 3. I hold the joint record for holding the Divas title 3 times.
eh? How do I get it after the third one?
Is it Paige?
It's incorrect.
No.
Oh, I guess that makes it. Oh, that's so weird. Divas title 3 times. I guess Charlotte didn't win it before WrestleMania, didn't think, or whatever. That couldn't have been Charlotte.
Widow.
Oh, Black Widow. Who had the? Victoria had the Black Widow. That's not right. Emma didn't win it. Oh, I guess I'll go with Charlotte.
Also incorrect. So,
Is it someone random like Oksana or I don't know?
She's a 3 times
No.
champion.
You-
Who could-
Like the
You're
only
pro-
name I can remember.
You're probably going to be kicking yourself.
the answer is AJ Lee.
Wow! God.
Oh, I was getting confused with the proper NXT. Oh,
Ah, right.
Before I continue,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Clive, look at WhatsApp. I'm changing one of my questions.
Okay then.
Right, so where are we? Numbers, right. So number 6. Ugh. Right, here we go. I faced Randy Orton in my debut match and lost in 2007.
no.
Second clue. I made my debut in New Japan in 2016 before wrestling my first match in 2017.
Oh, I can't think.
Yep.
Is it Davey Boy Jr.?
That's incorrect.
2007. It feels that's such a long time jump. Ugh. Nah, nothing.
Okay.
So clue number 3. I have won titles in New Japan WWE, and Ring of Honor, where I was the world champion.
Oh, wait a second. Oh no, I'm wrong. I just realised. Immediately wasn't it? I was thinking that I remember 10 size buddy was actually someone who's become someone now, but that's no, I'm way too far into the future for that. It couldn't have been him. I said 2007. That's what's throwing me off. I can't think who it could be. I was going to say like Kushida or something, but no.
Is it Lance Archer?
Nope. But
I'm stuck on Killer Elite. Killer Elite's one.
Oh.
2007 debut, won and debuted in New Japan in 2016.
Before wrestling his first match in New Japan in 2017.
Oh, so was he a young lion? Like Juice?
No, he lost to Orton in 2007.
Could have been Baby Juice.
Baby Juice.
Oh.
any official guesses?
I'll give one final clue.
Ooh.
In my WWE debut, Randy Orton slapped my father during a backstage segment with me. And my father's a pretty big deal.
Oh.
Burn it down.
Screw you, Sam.
No, you went in first.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, how did we miss Cody? I'm like pulling up random legacy.
Oh, I was going through all the white blokes I've seen turn up in New Japan, and I couldn't. No, he just wasn't there.
Right, so question number 7. My last time wrestling for WWE was the week of Evolution pay-per-view.
Surely these didn't coincide. Oh, that wasn't. I feel like I'm way off. It's James Ellsworth.
Incorrect. Did he wrestle at Evolution?
No, he would like maybe SmackDown the week before or something. I was trying to remember. I think
you kind of worded it to make it sound like it could have been any time of that week.
I was thinking Evolution, then the week following.
Oh, okay.
Ty Dillinger.
Sorry?
Ty Dillinger.
Ty.
No. Clue number 2. I am a 4-time women's champion.
I feel like it shouldn't be getting inside.
Okay, Sam?
Later.
Correct.
Yeah, bastard.
I was thinking, is it Trish or Lita? I couldn't quite remember.
Yeah. I was trying to think, is there a modern day one that left after Evolution? Which, then I remembered the Saudi Arabia shows right round it. It was like, oh, that would have been a dick move to release a woman.
Oh. Right, question number 8. This is going to be quite difficult. I think I might actually get it right enough. I am a 1-time X Division champion. Shall I move on?
I'll have a go. Samoa Joe.
Nope. Number 2. I lost to Jay Lethal in the opening round of the 2013 Ring of Honor Championship Tournament for the vacant title.
Wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, 2013, it could be Austin Aries.
That's incorrect.
Still in TNA, I think.
Burn it down, I'll give it a go. Based on the 1-time X Division, and he would have been active in 2013, Kurt Angle?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here we go.
I just know there was that time that he won all the belts in TNA.
Clue number 3. I defeated Jay Lethal at 2008 No Surrender in a Ladder of Love match.
I think I'm... well, a very big chance Sam's not seen this match, but I guess Sanjay Dutt.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that
before
feud.
I watched WWE even.
I absolutely loved that Jay Lethal Sanjay Dutt feud. I was really into it back then.
Right, question number 9. I am a one-time cruiserweight champion, as in the current incarnation of the cruiserweight belt.
Enzo Amore.
Incorrect.
He's 2-time.
Is he?
We'll move on. Clue number 2. I eliminated Jack Gallagher from the Cruiserweight Classic second round.
Who was eliminated?
Burn it down.
Sam?
TJP.
Incorrect.
Ryan Kendrick.
Nope. Clue number 3. In 2019, I competed for the purple belt in 2 consecutive pay-per-views.
Burn it down.
Sam?
Is it... Hold on. Cedric Alexander?
No. It is...
Wait.
Yeah, I'm making noises.
I'm going to kick myself when I find this out.
I was trying to think. I swear there was somebody. Akira Tozawa.
Correct.
Brilliant.
Well done.
Okay, look, last question, who am I? I wrestled sporadically for New Japan throughout 2009 to 2011 as part of a tag team.
Sporadically. Was it Giant Bernard, Matt? What's his face? Matt Bloom.
No.
Giant Bernard.
Yeah, that was Gordon, did you?
I know.
Giant Bernard, not Bernard.
That's just your pirate gimmick again.
Clue number 2. I am a former TNA heavyweight champion and NXT champion.
And NXT.
I'm just thinking of the lineage of the
That's
belt. Burn it down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about if he's ever been to New Japan, but is it Bobby Roode?
Correct.
Yes.
Would he have been?
Beer money.
Yeah, beer money. Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Was that
Oh
too?
yeah, because they wrestled for the IWGP title against the Dudleys at one point, didn't they?
Yeah. Back when they did Wrestle Kingdom, and at the start of Wrestle Kingdom, it's like the future best promotion in the world, TNA.
So, how many clues was that?
That 2.
2. Okay.
That's the one TNA pay-per-view I watched was where they were in a ladder match with the Dudleys and I think it was Bound for Glory, and Mick Foley was in a match with Abyss that I really wanted to see.
The Beer Money were excellent. They were one of the best tag teams I've ever seen.
Yes. Bobby Roode and James Storm are both amazing in tag teams.
Do you both have access to your Twitter DMs?
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my third clue was actually going to be I have a Ron Jeremy inspired mustache now.
I just saw that last GIF that you put in the group chat. That amused me. Right, so round 3 is everyone's favourite. It's the anagram round. So the gist of this one is we give you...
I hope you're good at these, Imp. Hey, what's the score right now?
The score is Imp with 10 and Sam with 11, so it's still close.
Oh.
On a knife's edge.
I should have said this at the start, but as with the last 2 episodes and continuing, the final question of the quiz is going to be worth 5 points. So,
so in this one, it's tight. Tight, Sam, tight.
Am I first? Yes.
How many anagram questions are there?
10.
10.
10.
10.
Oh my goodness.
Right, so I'm first.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the first one is Jaws pre-planning wrote. So I'll send it into the group.
Is there a clue to go with that?
No. So it could be anything. It could be like a promotion. It could be a pay-per-view. It could be a wrestler.
That's a bit unfair.
I mean, if he's a Star Destroyer, right? Fine. It's a. I feel like this could really give it away, but okay. It's a wrestling promotion.
Oh. Is it New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Correct.
He's right, I wouldn't have got that.
Okay, number 2. The anagram is Archiving Raiders UK, and no, that's not War Machine's new name.
Riders.
Riders, right, sorry, it's this bloody Google Docs. I've got it small because I've got split screen action going on. Archiving Rider.
Do you want me just to send it into the group?
I've got it typed up. I'm sending it now. But you can say it for me. Archiving Riders UK, and the clue is mid to late 90s WWF chap.
Who may or may not have been reincarnated recently.
Ooh.
And it's also their sort of full gimmick name. Archiving Riders UK.
Oh, I'm very close, but I can't remember the guy's name.
Oh dear.
You're saying full champ.
Hmm?
Full champ. Like full WWE World Heavyweight Champion, WWF World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, sorry, I said chap.
Oh, chap.
Sorry.
I was just going through the lineage and trying to make it fit.
I'm thinking like crap failed gimmicks kind of people.
A gentleman.
Well, I'm thinking because you... Oh, it doesn't fit. I was thinking PCO because you were saying recently been resurrected.
Oh, right.
That MSG show, he did the... That was a pretty cool entrance, regardless, but that's not...
You are allowed to pass if you've got no clue.
I pass. I've got no idea with that.
I was like, is the guy's name like Irvin, Ivan, or Chuck, or something? Ian? I can't think. No, I've got nothing. No.
The answer is Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh! Damn it.
Oh,
so,
resurrected. I get it. Invite Bobby
number 3 is DJ Harmerline. DJ Harmerline is a current active wrestler on a WWE roster. SmackDown.
Have you put it in the group?
Oh! Is it Jinder Mahal?
Correct.
Well, that's the last one I'll get.
Number 4. The clue is fooling, as in fool me once, shame on you, that one. Fooling nauseate, and I'm putting it into the group. The clue is a stable, a recent stable within the last few years of WWE.
Arguably the greatest stable ever, some may say.
It's not, but right to censor isn't the clue.
So it's not the welcoming party either.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like crossing things off in my mind, crossing off stable names in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the New Day, it's not the Shield.
Not Undisputed
Not
Era. Not Team Bad. I'm drifting all over.
You also might want to take what Ricky says with a pinch of salt, depending on your preferences in life.
Well, I feel like if anyone knows us, then they'll understand why I played one of the greatest tables ever.
Is it League of Nations? No, that doesn't fit.
Wait,
Need a buzzer?
Maybe it does. League of Nations. Burn it down, League of Nations.
Oh,
Yes.
but there wasn't.
I thought it would have been mean to take it from him there.
There wasn't a buzzer though at the first. What do you think, Ricky?
No, but he said League of Nations, goes, oh, and then he immediately said it. I would give him the point.
Right, okay.
Becoming a stickler now.
Right.
Is it because I'm Australian, Clive? Are you like? Is it? Did I invoke the Ashes too early in the game?
No, not at all. Because we're Scottish, so you know that's fine. We're not even a cricket nation whatsoever.
Get the pommy bastard.
Right. Number 5, I think this is.
Yep.
Our man Eric. It sounds like one of the War Raiders names, but it's not. So it's our man, and it's Eric with a K. Eric with a K.
How crazy is there's 3 Erics in WWE right now?
This is a finisher, a wrestling finisher.
Ooh.
Clue? No, there's no. I can't even hear cogs turning. I wonder what this is like for people that are just listening to this.
Just silence.
We did say there would be like background music, but I don't think we're quite sophisticated enough to do that.
No, not yet.
We should just have it playing on our phone.
I could sing you a song if you want.
Probably won't help
I
you think.
I tried to find out when the Glasgow shows are coming on the network, but I can't see anything.
NXT UK? Not a clue.
I'm today I'll be logging on to see if I can get tickets to see New Japan when they come to Australia. Bit excited about that.
Good stuff.
What time?
Midday, so hopefully this quiz doesn't run into that. We'll be in trouble if it does.
Yeah, like I can't even. The closest I've got.
Last. Yeah. The only way I can get these is by getting the clue and trying to make that fit, and there's just too many finishes.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, is there one called the Mean Rake?
It is a New Japan wrestler's finisher.
Oh.
Rainmaker, burn it down.
Oh
Rainmaker.
yeah.
Correct.
I got Mean
funny,
Rake. I got Mean Rake.
I know you were so close.
That's so close as well.
It was funny. I was watching a Bollywood film with my wife like a couple of weeks ago, and we have these like over the top fighting scenes. At one point, and I kid you not, once someone hit a Rainmaker on the bad guy, and I jumped up and goes, "Oh, this is Rainmaker!" And she was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what is that?"
Did you scream Rainmaker?
Right, number 6. The clue, the anagram is Ann, without an E, robust, warm. I've sent it in. Ann, robust, warm.
And with 2 N's.
Yep, and the clue is a current Raw superstar.
You're such a WWE like shill or however you want to say it, a superstar.
See,
Wrestler.
it comes from writing the 205 columns as well. Yes, I am a shill. A proud card-carrying wanker of the Fed Defence Squad.
I'm right there next to you.
Any guesses, gentlemen? Chaps?
Trying to think of any wrestler with W in their name.
While you are thinking, I look forward to reading your next Saudi Arabia article. After everything that's happened recently.
Yeah, I get that across on Twitter, just like I'm gonna have to write another one. I really don't want to. There was talk about maybe one show this year, and that would mean yes, I can wait till November, maybe.
Burn it down.
Sam?
Strowman.
Correct.
Oh, it bloody is.
And it's like they just decide to do these crazy things right before WWE comes.
They plan it in advance.
That's it.
I love how in the first Saudi Arabia one they had Cena shilling, and they were just constantly mentioning they had the tourism ad for Saudi Arabia, and then the second one they did not mention one time where they were. They could have been anywhere in the world.
They had their Q1 report today, and then in it, there's someone asked them, "Oh, you've got like a much bigger amount coming in for this next second quarter." It's like, is a lot of that to do with Saudi Arabian money? And they were just like, "We're not talking about that. We're not going to mention it."
Yeah, the dream has no memory of that.
Right, so number 7, it is attending Nosh, Nosh, and the clue is it is a former WWE, WWF, whatever it was then, pay-per-view.
Attending Nosh sounds like I'm going out to the restaurant.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if Great Balls of Fire fits in there.
Well, he said WWE, WWF, which makes me think it was early 2000s.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly when this one was. I feel like it was WWE though.
You remember there was a pay-per-view called Fatal 4-Way?
That's right.
Oh yeah, well, that was the gimmick of all the...
Oh, what a terrible idea.
No, it was definitely WWE.
Oh, okay.
Anything at all?
All I got is no shit ending.
I'd watch that. That was WrestleMania this year, right?
Yeah, it was like, oh, that's a nice change. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay.
I guess the best I'm going to come up with is my first answer. No shit ending.
I think give him a point for that. That's fantastic if it fits.
It is One Night Stand.
Oh. Yeah, the G's.
I could have given you another clue saying like you might go out on a night out and you might have one of these. But that could have varied from a one night stand to a kebab to whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking, that isn't an obscure
Honestly,
fine wine. What is it?
Clue number 8. The anagram is Anglo Ned Wheeling. I've sent it in. Anglo Ned Wheeling. And the clue is this is also a finisher of a wrestler.
Anglo Ned Wheeling.
Weeing.
Oh, we in.
Oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'll type it in again. Weeing as in I'm doing a wee against the wall.
I don't even...
Also may happen on a night out.
That's true. A high-profile wrestler's finisher.
See, the ones that I would be good at is if you said this one's UF and it's the former name for a wrestler's finisher. Got that?
Anything?
I'm trying to go through their top guys. So who it could be.
Not affiliated with WWE.
Oh, burn it down. One Winged Angel.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
Clive, can you go again? Because I want to leave this last one at the end.
Okay. Right, I'll need to type this one up. So, the clue is... Where is it? Bianca Grunge Her. Bianca Grunge Her. And sorry, that's the anagram. The clue is an NXT wrestler.
Oh,
Imp.
is it Eric? What's it? The guitar man, the air guitar guy.
I'll give you the point for that. Yeah.
Eric like Bugenhagen or something like that.
Yeah, Eric Brugenhagen. Correct.
I love getting him in the Power 10 that 1 week.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. I think Mav was so pissed that we brought him in.
Last one. There's Alfonso Drip. Alfonso Drip. So I've sent it in.
That sounds like the name for a creator wrestler.
Yeah.
Are you giving a clue?
You're not going to get a clue as such. Well, you will. This bonds him and Sir Sam in some way.
It bonds me to Sam in some way.
There's a link. There's a link between
Sam.
you two guys.
Down. Lords of
Yep.
Pain.
Correct.
Lordsofpain.net.
Yeah, I was thinking, what would his finisher move be on Creative Wrestling? I was like, I'm going to hit you with the drip drop.
The drip drop. That sounds like quite a...
You'll know if the WWE interns listen when someone turns up.
Alfonso
Or when
Drip.
Velveteen Dream turns up on the main roster with this name.
Yep. The drip drop sounds like it would go down like a wet blanket. Right, so...
There you go, Clive. There's your joke.
Yeah, I got it in. After round 3, Imp is on 13 points and Sam is starting to stretch away with 18.
Oh.
So it's time to pull it back.
No matter how much you shake and dance, you always get hit with the drip drop.
Coming to a promo class near you. Right.
You may make me the Rainmaker, but I'm the drip dropper.
It's like the Super Soaker or something. So round 4 is, we usually just do NXT, but since both our competitors tonight are avid viewers, I believe, of 205 Live, it's an NXT/205 with a tinkering of NXT UK in there as well. Just maybe. So number 1 for this round, Ricky, on you go.
Doug, I feel like this is an easy one to start us off. Name the wrestlers who have won the Cruiserweight/205 title on multiple occasions.
It was close. I think if you say that, they both said it at the exact same time there. So
I'll let him go. Have a go, Imp.
Oh, thank you, Sam. I won't be courteous back.
This is the hubris coming in to play.
Wait, before Imp answers, what's the score?
13-18 to Imp 13, Sam 18.
I mean, I'm still thinking of Alfonso Drip's lines that he's delivering to folks. Right, so multiple-time cruiserweight champions.
Yep.
Neville. Did Cedric? I want to say Cedric. Cedric.
That's incorrect.
Oh, it's not Cedric. Oh, one time then.
So can I have a shot?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Neville. Enzo.
Already established that. Yeah.
Terrible. That's terrible. I think I'm... Is that it, or is there one more?
Ricky?
That's it.
That's it. Don't sound too convincing.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, man, how terrible is that? What a record. Enzo Amore.
I know.
I was thinking the only other one I could think of was Callisto, because that was... I didn't know how back and forth him and Enzo actually did.
I was thinking that myself when I first spotted this question, but I think he was in between Enzo's two reigns. If that makes sense.
I thank God that the forums got deleted, because it got rid of my article that was saying that Enzo Amore winning was a great idea.
Oh dear.
Wrote the week after he won it.
But I suppose one of the first columns I ever read by Clive was, I think he was singing the praises of the folk that really won't get much of a sing.
And the unsung heroes.
That was a great
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, the unsung heroes, that was it. And I swear he wrote like a 1,000 word thing on why Carmella was going to be like awesome.
That's the one I remember too.
And look what happened. Miss Money in the Bank herself.
Right all along.
Yeah. Right, question number 2. So I'll need you to shout your buzzers for this one, because I'm going to play some music for you. Whose entrance music is this? You ready?
Oh.
Imp.
Austin Aries.
Correct, well done.
Clive, you better take number 3, because I think we've just sort of mixed our questions up here.
Okay, number 3. Name 3 wrestlers who have been on NXT, NXT UK and 205 Live. I have a list of 4 here, so Imp, on you go.
Noam Dar. It's the 4. Jack Gallagher. Oh. It's the 205 Live one that's throwing me. Oh. Noam Jack. I was going to say Drew Gulak. I'm trying to think. He might have done on one of the other ones. I'm not sure though. Oh.
He was definitely in one of the tournaments.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
yeah.
It's excluding the tournament, that sort of fancy UK tournament, not including that.
Okay. Oh, Mark Andrews showed up on 205 Live.
Correct. You got the 3 others I have here are Oni Lorcan, Tyler Bate and Humberto Carrillo.
Yeah.
I think Pete Dunne would fit that. I know he wrestled Enzo Amore at one point.
Yeah, he did. Oh, that was on
That
Raw.
could have been on Raw.
Yeah, I would have given you the point if you'd brought him up, because it was a 205 match. So, but you've got the point, Imp. So, congrats. The fight back is on.
I'm coming for you, Sam.
Talk. Name the wrestlers. Name the 3 wrestlers who have won the 205 title / cruiserweight title and a title in NXT.
Oh.
Imp.
So the first one I was going to say is already wrong.
Thanks for letting us know.
I thought I had a timeline, but about to stutter. Cruiserweight title and a championship, which would mean Kalisto, tag champion.
Yep.
Enzo. No, wait, did they? Enzo.
I need to turn my camera off. I'm shaking my head and nodding when I'm leading you in.
I've been clever and have minimised it, so I was just seeing Ricky's face staring back at me whilst. I'm still on the tag ones. I'm trying to think. 205 Live champion. Oh.
Sorry, who was your second?
Oh, I
guess
said
again?
Enzo, thinking they might have been tag champs.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
You want to hazard a guess, Sam?
Neville.
Yeah.
So, how many did you say?
3. There was 3.
So we've got 1 each so far.
Winner gets. Well, if it comes up with the next one, wins it.
Did Blake and Murphy ever win the? I'd say Buddy Murphy.
Correct.
And of course, the
I was just
Australian.
thinking, who are the only people that like who else has won that title?
Would have been bad if the Australian didn't get that though.
Yeah. He's still out. Oh no, the Iconics are now also. So that's Australia's 2 world champions ever on the WWE.
Yeah. I do love the Iconics.
Number 5. What main event took place on the 100th episode of 205 Live?
Burn it down.
Sam?
Mustafa Ali versus Hideo Itami in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Correct.
That was an awesome match.
It was. It very much was.
I loved Hideo Itami in 205 Live. He was so good. I did not. The whole time he was in NXT, I was thinking, like, what is the hype with this guy? And then he moved to 205 Live, and I was like, oh, I see it.
He was a nasty bastard there.
Yep. I'm hoping he turns up in New Japan very soon. Be a fantastic addition. Anyway, that's...
Question 6. Which tag team holds the record for the shortest reign as NXT champions?
Imp.
Oh, what was his name? So I looked this up when I was on James Boyd's NXT show on Social Suplex. I might not be right, but is it? I can't remember who won them. I wanted to say Neville and Oliver something. The first ones, like, they didn't last long at all.
Is that your final answer?
I don't want it to be. I can't think of someone else who held it. I swear everyone else has at least had like a month or so with them, maybe a bit more, but I remember nothing about that reign, so I'll say Neville and Oliver English person whose last name evades me.
Oliver Gray, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
That is incorrect.
Sam?
No idea. My early NXT knowledge is non-existent.
Ricky?
Hazard, I guess.
Well, if Neville was right, I'd say Neville and Corey Graves, but...
It wasn't. It was Mustache Mountain in 2018.
Really? Oh, of course.
Remember they won it in London, and then they lost it, I think they lost it 2 days later at tapings, but officially it was 3 weeks, maybe 4.
I forgot about that.
They don't have those really, really tiny reigns in NXT yet. That's
what I was throwing.
Probably for the better, really. let's not introduce those.
Number 7. Which takeover did Ember Moon become the NXT Women's Champion? Imp?
Take over. Oh, which WrestleMania was it? Oh, man. If it was WrestleMania, not Rumble. Where was it? NXT take over. Oh,
you get 2/3 of it right.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember which city they were in for that first quarter of the year. Oh. So wait, last year was. Where the hell? NXT take over Orlando.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Sam?
San Antonio.
Also incorrect. It was the first War Games.
Oh, really?
The Fatal 4-Way.
We might be a bit out then, both of us.
Yep. Yeah, he threw me with the because I started thinking Royal Rumble. Which Royal Rumble could it have been? Because I remember she came into the women's one. That would have been Philadelphia with their arm broken, with like the strapping all over her arm.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Right, Ricky.
I really hope they kind of elevate Ember Moon, because I think she's absolutely one of the best they've got.
She's brilliant.
She really is.
This week was a great step in that direction, but when they didn't feature her at all.
Well,
She's not losing.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Question number 8. On NXT, on the 100th episode of NXT, which wedding took place?
Wedding?
and no,
There was a wedding.
it wasn't AJ Lee and Hornswoggle.
Oh, someone got married? Oh. I'm good with TNA managers, but no, nothing on NXT. Oh.
I don't have a clue. Pass. As I said, my early NXT knowledge is.
Oh, so is mine.
Oh.
I need to listen to James Boyd's show on the Social Suplex podcast.
Oh, doing the plugs for us here, fantastic.
It's a great concept, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Emma got married to someone, but I don't know who.
It was Maxine got married to Johnny Curtis.
Really?
And some names.
Well, I can't actually remember whether they did get married or, but they certainly had the ceremony.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's
And
not
I think
a...
someone came down, and I think they had something going on with EC3 at the time as well.
It's not a wrestling angle without a failed wedding service, so...
My favourite is from TNA, where Eric Young and ODB got married in a steel cage.
Number 9. In the first ever episode of 205 Live, who became the Cruiserweight Champion?
Got it down.
Sam?
Rich Swann beat Brian Kendrick.
Oh, you even remembered the competitor. Well done. Yep, Rich Swann it was.
I would never have got anywhere near that.
Last question. Which team held the tag titles for longer? The Authors of Pain or Roddy Strong and O'Reilly? Just 4 days to separate it.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'll go with... Strong.
Are you having a stroke?
I was certain of one of them, and then he gave that stat about it being 4 days apart, and then I was like, what, really? Oh. I'll go with Authors of Pain.
Correct.
I was thinking Authors of Pain as well, because Undisputed, their title reign was interrupted.
Yeah, that was my thinking, because the interruption, slowly it might. So it felt like they were champion for ages, but they weren't.
So the scores after round 4 are Imp with 18 and Sam with 22. So the gap is closing.
Clawing it back, Imp.
Clawing it slowly. We've got those 5 pointers.
And just to kind of clarify, technically, Roddy Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, it was longer, but that because it was a taping, so officially it kind of didn't begin until the tape happened.
Keep it kayfabe, Ricky.
Definitely. We need to bring that up. Kayfabe is alive.
Right, so round 5 and the final round
what was the score, sorry?
It's 22-18 to Sam. And it
Hopefully we can do the last question.
Yep, it could turn just like that. So, round 5, just general knowledge. There's no theme, it's just any question. And the last one is going to be one of those doozies from Ricky. So, number 1. What year was the first... So think carefully of the wording of this, and I'll need to think carefully how I word it. What year was the first ever official 4th of January Tokyo Dome show?
Oh...
Imp?
So, So not Wrestle Kingdom, just January 4th.
Mhm.
First one of those. Oh god. I want to say 80. Oh. Yeah. 88.
Incorrect. Sam, you got an idea?
Oh. 89, why not?
The answer was 92.
Oh.
So before we go on, you'll want to keep this as close as possible because I feel like question number 10 favours you after what I asked you and Sam off the air at the start of the show.
Oh.
Okay. So after Brock Lesnar vacated or left or whatever happened with the title, who then won the IWGP title?
Burn it down.
Oh no!
Sam?
Oh, it's one of two wrestlers, and now I'm torn.
Well, I know this.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Incorrect.
Correct.
Oh, it's Tanahashi.
Yep. Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Correct.
I remember reading that in your column.
Yeah. Beating Giant Bernard. He's back.
Giant, big Bernard.
Lesnar beat Nakamura, didn't he?
Yeah, it was in a weird triple threat. No, it was meant to be Fuji. What's it? The MMA fighter, Fujiwara? Fujiwara armbar. It's Fuji something, and he was the champion, and then he got pissed and left, and then it was something weird. Yeah, Lesnar beat him.
Right. So number 3.
You know what I would love actually, like to somehow get him and Josh on and just have nothing but a New Japan quiz.
The young boy face off.
It might happen. Right. Number 3. Combining the tag team and the never open weight 6-man tag. So 2-man tag and 6-man tag, or 4-man, whatever. How many championships do the Gorillas of Destiny hold in total?
Oh. As in reigns?
Sorry, reigns, yeah.
Oh.
Burn it down.
Sam?
Say 9.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Lots.
Yeah, so they've won the Never 6 more than once.
Who even counts the Never 6?
Yeah, I know they've won it more than once, so that helps there, I guess.
Is that the equivalent of the WWF Hardcore title, 24/7?
It's up there. As in, like, no one cares about it, so it just changes whatever. No one gives a crap. Oh.
I may need to stop the podcast after the hardcore 24/7 rule slander. It is the greatest title and rule in wrestling history. Like,
Very prestigious. Have you heard of the DDT hardcore title?
Yes, I was.
If you like the rules for the WWE one, then look up the DDT one.
I think it's like KO. Cause I was researching the Golden Lovers for a column that never got posted, and I signed up to DDT, and they've got like a history of that title and the entire run of it.
My
That's
God.
like an invisible man's hold it. A ladder fell on somebody during a match and became champion.
I think they isn't there a piece of pavement held it or something as well?
It's something ridiculous.
That's brilliant.
Oh. Right, so I'll go with Gorillas of Destiny, how many titles they've held, tag titles. I'll go with 11.
Incorrect. Gorillas of Destiny held the tag titles 5 times and the never 3. So
I was right with the never.
I was one off.
It's 8.
I was off with the tag.
I knew the 5 time, but I just had no idea with the 3.
I was the other way round. I got the never, but I didn't get the tag.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
question 4. Who has won more main roster titles? Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks?
Burn it down.
Sam?
Yep.
Sasha.
Correct. Do you know with how many?
I'm pretty
This
sure
isn't
she's
worth
a
any points.
four-time women's champion and a one-time women's tag champion.
Correct.
Oh, the tag, yes. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah. Yes.
Becky Lynch should be 3-time now, I think.
Does it count
Yeah,
with
what class?
both?
Belts as 2.
Yeah, to say, yeah, did Becky 2 belts count as 2? Yeah.
Number 5. Rusev began his undefeated streak with a main roster debut win against which wrestler who is currently a main roster champion? I will not tell you if they're a main roster singles or tag champion.
Turn it down.
Sam?
I'm going to say Kurt Hawkins.
Incorrect. Imp?
Oh. Well, if it's
That
not
probably gives
Kurt
it away,
Hawkins, yeah, if it's not Kurt Hawkins, I'm going to guess Zack Ryder.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ah!
What's the score?
It's, as it stands, it is currently Imp with 20 and Sam with 23.
Ooh, I'm catching.
Okay, doke.
Down to the wire. Yeah, I think the first time we checked the scores, I was 5 ahead now and 4 ahead, and now you're coming home.
Right, so excluding Okada's current reign, combining all of Okada's other 4 reigns and Tanahashi's 8 reigns as IWGP Heavyweight Champion, which of the two has held the title the longest? By combining all the reigns bar this current one.
Right, so I jumped in. Very good. I'm going to say Tanahashi.
I'd say that too.
It's incorrect.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Okada by about 200 days, well, just shy of 200 days.
Wow.
Oh, so that really long one was what did it in the end. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, because Tanahashi's had so many short ones, I guess. He held it for a year himself, that's why I thought he must have had a longer one.
My turn.
Yep.
At 24 years of age, who became and still remains the youngest Raw Women's Champion?
Oh,
Down.
Imp?
Sasha Banks.
Correct.
Oh, no. I mean, this guy's shit. I was like, oh no, it's Paige. That's fine. Oh.
The gap is now down to 2.
It is.
Question number 8. I don't expect either of you to get this.
Moving on, Sam.
In which state was it announced that The Rock would host WrestleMania 27?
Oh.
That's a horrendous question.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought of it initially,
Oh.
and I thought it might be something, but
I heard an Imp call first there.
I think it was
I'll go with Miami.
it's incorrect.
Oh. Other states, Florida. Shit.
Still incorrect.
I would have given it.
You're giving me anyway.
I would have given it anyway.
My thought process here is trying to work out which, because I'm pretty sure it was the Raw after WrestleMania 26. I'm trying to remember which city WrestleMania was held in that day, but I can't. I just can't remember. Let's have a guess.
So which state?
Which state? I can't remember which one where that WrestleMania was held. Let's just say Illinois for Chicago.
It was California.
Oh,
California. That was my
And
second.
the reason I thought it would have been something like Chicago or Philadelphia, New York, but
all I remembered was everyone thought it was going to be someone like Justin Bieber, and I was like, where would someone like that be? Oh, but no, Hollywood, California, I'm assuming.
Number 9, the penultimate question of the night.
Oh.
Who was the first Mexican to hold the IWGP thing, Intercontinental title?
IWGP first Mexican. Oh.
This is a delightful piece of trivia.
I can't think of any. It's a recent belt as well, so there's not many people have held it. Mexican.
I'm going to double check, see if this is actually correct.
Okay.
Mexican.
I'm going to have to take a pass, probably. I
Okay.
think.
Imp.
I mean, I can track it a bit because it was. Well, first one that came to my mind, I don't think it is Mexican. No, he's got. It's like he's the Japanese version of like El Fantasma, where he's not Mexican, or like El Ligero, like the
Like
Mexican
Yokozuna.
Like El Ligero's the Mexican Prince of Leeds. Like he's not Mexican.
Leo Denzi and Luchador.
So the first one that came to mind was El Desperado, but I'm certain he's a Japanese lad, so I don't want to say him. Every other Mexican.
I say title as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so like every other person I can think of is a cruiserweight, so it would be in like the juniors, so there won't be an IWGP. I know Andrade came over, but I don't think he won anything. Oh, Mexican. Rush didn't win anything. I don't want to pass because I want to catch Sam. I can't think.
Oh, the last one's worth 5 points, so you
You can
it's
afford
going
the
to come
loss.
down to that anyway.
Did TNA bring over any Mexicans with them? Oh.
Is it Alberto Del Rio?
Oh, I'm pretty certain they just brought white chaps, more white chaps. I can't think of anyone. No, I'm gonna have to pass.
It
You want
was.
to kick yourself?
It was in Mexico, and it was Mr. Charlotte Flair himself, La Sombra, aka Andrade Cien Almas.
It was Andrade. I didn't know. Oh, right. Oh,
Wow.
so I never knew he was. Oh, yeah. I just assumed with Japan stuff that he would never really do. Like Rush, where he's there but doesn't really do anything. But, so I bloody said him.
Okie doke. I need to figure out how I'm going to word this now. Right. So,
Right, so what's
you both,
a wee second?
so what
Hold
it
on.
is now, what we'll do is you both get to take an answer at it. So what to do is send your answers a Twitter DM to us privately. Don't send it in a group, just send it privately and we'll read the answers out. Right, so the question is, name the main event of Wrestle Kingdom from 2015 to 2019 of each year.
List. From 2015.
Yep, to 2019.
I'm going backwards in mine, but you'll get it.
See, before we continue, there has been an error in the scores, but it does not matter because this last one is 5 points. So I said that.
Do we get 1 point for each one we get right, or?
Yes. Yep.
So I said that Imp had 18. It's actually 16. That was in round 4. However, he has jumped up to 19, and Sam is at 23. So the 5 points is still valid.
Oh, I'd win by 1 point.
So yet again, for the third episode in a row, it goes down to the last question. You could not make this drama up, ladies and gentlemen.
See, this is now where you can do the plugs while the guys think.
So are they going to text you or?
Well, I just send it to us as a Twitter DM separately.
Okay, and so we'll do the plugs. I'll do ours, and the guys can do theirs after. We are the Ricky and Clive Wrestling Show, part of the Social Suplex Podcast Network, where you have other shows such as One Nation Radio, Keeping It Strong Style, Grown Men Watch This Shit, NXT Then Now and Forever. That's it, isn't it? Ricky.
Yep.
Finally I got it right one week. There's socialsuplex.com as well, where you get access to the columns that we do and the podcasts. Please leave a lovely, juicy 5-star review on the podcast app of your choice for the podcasts. Wrestling Squares Circle Facebook group is where the sort of forum is for us. We are at Ricky and Clive on Facebook. Please check out the Social Suplex T-Shirt page on Pro Wrestling Tees, where you can get a One Nation Radio, a kiss, or a Ricky and Clive shirt, as well as the Social Suplex logo itself. And don't forget to head over to powerslam.tv for over 4,000 hours of wrestling content, free for a month with the Social Suplex promo code. And due to some wit from me earlier on, I'm not going to think of a new joke.
Shout out to Murray, the latest edition of the Social Suplex Podcast Network.
Yes. Doing some New Japan columns.
Speaking of, I think I'm done.
Okay.
I only don't know one of them for sure, so fairly confident in 4 of my answers.
Same here, but I was watching at the time, so it's irritating that I can't quite get it right.
When
While I panicked about the scores, I don't even know what the question is.
Sorry, this may give away one of my answers, but when you say I've sent, but when you said main event, did you mean the last match to go on?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep. Oh, sorry, I just wrote the wrong one. I've made a.
See, since I was panicking
Just
about the
corrected
scores, what was the question, Ricky?
What was that?
What was the question?
That from 2015 to 2019, what was the last match to go on at Wrestle Kingdom?
Okay.
Right, so...
Right, I've got
you want to
Imps.
read out... Right, look it up.
Imp has written Tanahashi.
What were you going for? Starting at 2015?
Yes, Imp, yes.
Yeah, because the last one was this year's.
Right, so Imp's guess is Tanahashi Okada, then Okada Tanahashi.
Wait. So then I'll read out Sam's. Just
right.
So what was Imp, sorry?
Right, Tanahashi Okada, Okada Tanahashi, Okada Omega, Okada Naito, and Omega Tanahashi.
Right.
Sorry, mine's a bit confusing because I corrected the last
right.
one. I wasn't sure of the year of the. Do you want me to read it out in the order that?
No, it's fine. You went from bottom up, so
Yeah.
the top one is 2019.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking Imps.
The calculators are out here.
Imp got 5 out of 5.
Oh, nice.
So what
That
did
means
So Imp is annoyed by 1? 2?
Yes.
1. Okie doke. So Sir Sam started at 2015. Nakamura Tanahashi.
Oh.
Okada Tanahashi. Okada Omega. Okada Naito. Tanahashi Omega. Sir Sam got 4. The 2015 was Tanahashi Okada.
yeah, I wasn't sure about the year for
It's kind of
Tanahashi stuff.
and you actually said Tanahashi Okada first, but for the IC.
So-
but
Well, that's
Sam
what I was
got
thinking.
4.
I was thinking. I was tossing up between Tanahashi versus Okada and Nakamura versus Tanahashi, and I just couldn't remember which years were which.
so?
Yeah, because
But
Was that
that
point?
was my first year watching, and the G1, Okada won it. And I remember the year before was the whole Naito being crap thing.
so that was 2014. Yep.
Yeah.
So what is that? Is it a point per correct guess, or is it just Imp gets the 5 points?
Oh, a point for each correct answer. That was what we've done the last 2 times.
So that means that Imp is on 24 and Sam is on 27. So the winner is Sir Sam with 3 points in it. Congratulations, Sir Sam, and commiserations, Imp. That was a very close call. You clawed it back quite a bit at the end there, but just to no avail.
Just like the Ashes, maybe. I don't watch cricket. I don't know.
So, Sam, you will be in the semi-finals. Your opponent is still to be determined, but with the time differences, we'll try and make it as easy for everyone as possible.
Well played, Imp. I was quickly trying to Google the "Come On Aussie, Come On" cricket song, but I couldn't find it.
You're going to sing
well
it
played,
instead.
Imp. Very enjoyable. And unfortunately, Imp, I think you created your own demise, because I wouldn't know about half about New Japan if it wasn't for yourself. So I do. You'll be carrying on. I'll carry on in your spirit as the official Lord of Pain, and
I'm sure he feels great about that.
And take down
the representative in the tournament for our grand website.
And he'll take down the young boy as the New Japan person.
Oh man, I would. If I get up against him again for New Japan stuff, I'll be very, very much in trouble. I'm hoping to end up against Rance. I want an all Shield quiz.
Oh, we've run out of questions for them already.
I could think of many, but then I'd know the answers.
I think we'll figure it out next time, because like we say, we still don't know who's going to be facing who.
Yeah, we'll figure that out closer to the time. So, Sam, do you want to plug your stuff before you go?
Oh yeah, so you can find my columns on lordsofpain.net in the columns section under Sir Sam's Court, and you can also hit me up on Twitter, Sir_Samuel, and yeah, if you want to just chat about some wrestling, feel free to follow me and tweet at me. Yeah, that's pretty much my plugs.
Imp?
You can follow me on Twitter at the damn Implicat. I'm live every Thursday at 8 PM on LOP Radio with Perfect 10 Wrestling. Currently with Burn. I think I'll still be with Burn when this comes out. Clive is joining me immediately, soon after this.
Yeah. So hop in this will be released at some point in May. So hop in your time machine and come back and listen to the episode.
Given my current state, because it was my brother's wedding yesterday, I am not going to muck up this time weird thing. When is this coming out? No, it'll be fine. I won't pick it up at all. It'll be perfectly fine.
Wasn't it crazy what happened in the Money in the Bank ladder match? You wouldn't have guessed it.
No. I mean, James Ellsworth back again.
Oh God!
Now he's a 2-time champion, Money in the Bank holder.
And then Enzo coming back to gate crash the 205 match.
Yeah, jump the barricades.
Oh, thank you, Tamatonga, for that thing. If you have not seen that, Tamatonga's ripped apart. But yeah, I also do columns on Laws of Pain, like Sir Sam. I've laxed a little bit, but as I just said, brother wedding time has not been available. I should be back next week. No, not this week. I should be already back to writing columns good by the time this has come out. I think that's everything. Yeah. I was trying to tell someone about the forums, and I did say I went there because it taught me how to wrestling right good. No.
So thank you, gentlemen, for coming on, and thank you especially to Sam for sitting way away from his family to do this in the middle of the morning over in Australia. That's us for this edition of the Quiztime Invitational. We'll speak to you next time. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to the Ricky and Clive Wrestling Podcast. We'll see you next time.